Growing demand for home care as the population ages is beginning to reach a crisis stage, according to a study by the Institute of Medicine. So meeting that growing demand for home care workers requires the kinds of improvements to wages and benefits that have only come when workers have had a strong voice in a union. That is what is so critical for these workers, to have the collective voice that a strong and active union gives. And it's also important that this also impacts the quality of care, because the lower the wages are, the more likely there is going to be interruptions in service and high turnover of workers and lack of the kind of continuity of care between worker and recipient of care that makes for the kind of relationship that is nurturing.
My name is Denitra Pearson, and I'm a home care worker from New Haven. I've been a home care worker for over 20 years. It makes me feel great that I can do all the things for my client that we take for granted. I take care of the safety of another person, but without workers' compensation, I stress every day about my own safety and my own security if I got hurt. I make $13.43 an hour, and it's a struggle on a daily basis to take care of my family. I have to decide whether I'm going to pay my rent or car insurance sometimes, and I need both of those to live and to get to work. My low pay means I'm stressing about meeting the basic needs: gas in my car, necessities for my kids.
We first learned about PCAs and the fact of how really they are treated in our society and in our state. It didn't take long for many of us to become very supportive of their efforts to organize and their efforts to have a fair contract and also have workers' compensation. So this contract is something that is very vitally important, not as an end, but as a beginning to really getting justice for some of our lowest paid workers here in the state of Connecticut.
My name is Cara Dwyer, and I live in West Haven. I've been working as a personal care attendant, or a PCA, for 3 years now, and I'm here to speak in support of the PCA home care contract. Raises up to a minimum of $16.25 an hour in the next 2 years would help to put a little bit of a cushion. It would help to make sure that I could pay for my rent, my phone, transportation, and clothing, and not have to choose. We also need the protection, because if we get injured and we still have to work, we can injure our clients. We deserve better than this.
And being able to have someone you trust, you respect, that you know is going to take care of the health needs as well as the emotional needs, and you could trust to be in the house with your mother or your loved one is so, so important. And if we have that respect for those workers, you need to give them the compensation that matches that respect. They need the workers' comp. They need to know if they're going to be injured lifting or pulling someone from one position out of a chair or a bed, they're going to do it for the safety of that patient. If they get injured, they need to know that we care about their injury